Hey guys, so today we have iPhone 14 Pro Max, the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the 12 Pro Max, and finally the 11 Pro Max. So today in this video I'll do a thorough comparison not by specifications but by the actual usage and their display screens and all of the variations you all need to know what iPhone you should buy in 2023 2024 because Apple gradually slows down the older models. So my main reason of shooting this video is because you guys should know what you are buying and what technology and speed you will get in those prices. So let's start the video. On the first one, this is iPhone 14 Pro Max, the you can say the latest phone in the market right now. So iPhone 15 is about to come, but the latest on the list is 14 Pro Max. This is the new phone. First, I talk about the battery timing. The battery timing of this phone, as I am using this as my personal phone, is almost a day with extreme usage. So I can show you its battery health. It's almost 88%. I have used it about 8 to 9 months and it's still on 88%. So battery health actually doesn't matter. It depends on the cycles you charge the battery, so it really don't affect the performance. It do a bit, but it doesn't matter when you have a vast usage of the phone and you charge the phone while you don't use it. So make sure you do it. So if I talk about the camera quality is way more better than these three phones. If you are a YouTuber or you are photographer or you are content creator, then camera matters a lot. You can see the camera quality, guys. It's a lot better than other iPhones, these three iPhones. So the battery timing is almost, you can say, 18 hours if you use on not so much extreme but extreme conditions. I have almost over 100 applications installed on it, so I only charge it one time a day when I use it. So now let's compare iPhone 13 Pro Max with the younger models. You can say the battery health of this is 100%. I purchased it almost a year ago. I have used it like 2 months, but the phone's camera is really good. It beats almost the 14 Pro Max, but in 14 Pro Max you have portrait 2x, it only have 1x and 3x, and the photo 1x, 0.5x and 2x on 14 Pro Max, but on, you can say, 13 Pro Max it only have 0.5, 1x and 3x. So if I talk about battery timing, the battery timing of this phone is around you can say 15 hours on continuous use, since the battery health is 100%. So it gives me almost 15 hours backup when I used to use this phone. If I talk about other features, the display quality of both the 13 Pro Max and the 14 Pro Max are almost same. Let me turn off dark mode and true tone here. So the display is almost same on these phones. You can also see the 122 hertz refresh rate on iPhone 14. It's a bit faster, you can say, but on iPhone 13 it's really good. So if I compare it with 12 Pro Max, you can see I was using this phone too as my secondary phone. You can see two sims are installed in it. So if I talk about screen, the screen is like, you can say, a bit less bright and a dull, you can say, but this is still good. The refresh rate is really bad if we compare to 13 Pro Max and 14 Pro Max. If we talk about camera is really good. You can see on 13 Pro Max it is 3x, and on 12 Pro Max it is 2.5x zoom. On portrait it's 1x and 2.5x, and on 13 Pro Max it is 1x and 3x. But you can see the picture quality here on 13 Pro Max, it is way better, it is way good. And iPhone 12 Pro Max, like, it is 3 years older model. I'm using it for almost 2.5 years. You can say it gets heat up a lot when I charge and use phone continuously. It's get heat up like so many times, I can't even say. The data is so much on this phone too. But for 12 Pro Max it is quite unfair. It just gets heat up and stuck when I use phone too much. I literally use phone too much. You can see the loaded applications. So my usage of 12 Pro Max and 13 Pro and 14 Pro Max is so much, but this phone 12 Pro Max gets so much heat up, and the battery timing of, you can say, 12 Pro Max is around 8 to 10 hours on extreme, not much extreme, but extreme uses. So if I compare with 11 Pro Max, the camera of this phone is a bit more dull than 12 Pro Max, but the charging of this phone is low, so I'm not turning this on. It gives me around the battery timing of you can say 7 to 8 hours on extreme usage, which is quite good for about 4 years old model of phone. The battery health on this is 84%. On this I have changed it twice, the battery, because I have used this phone too much. If we compare both four phones, their cameras, you can see here, let me just grab them for you. You can see the camera here is, the best one is 14 Pro Max. If you want it cheaper, then the camera quality is really good and the screen quality is really good. I would definitely recommend this 13 Pro Max for you. If you have so much low budget, then then it's better to have 11 Pro Max than XS Max. The phones has obviously 3 cameras, you can see, but it has quite a good look. If I compare these 4 models, the best look is of iPhone 11 Pro Max. Since this is 4-year-old model, this feels lighter than other 3 heavier models. So I prefer this if you don't have so much budget. Then but the battery timing is low. When I bought this phone, the battery timing was about 12 to 14 hours. Now it remains at 6 to 8 hours, which is low if you have so much usage. But if you have limited budget, then this phone is gold for you. The iOS is bit slow. Apple has turned on iOS like so much slow on this phone, but still, if you have a limited usage, you are not a professional photographer, then this phone is for you. The 12 Pro Max is basically the, you can say, the down model, because it gets so much heat up, it gets stuck when I share hotspot with someone for about more than an hour, and all the things of this phone is working fine. I have replaced twice its genuine battery. This is its original battery which I replaced. So you can say I use this phone for around 2.5 years, and I use this so much, guys, so much. So you can say it's pretty good, but now it's not good because the heating problem is so much concerning to me. If I talk about charging time of these phones, all of the phones come with lightning port. The lightning port, I can say the charging time of this phone on fast charger is like 35 minutes. This phone on fast charger is can say 45 to 50 minutes. This phone gets so much heat up on fast charger. It takes around 60 minutes, you can say. And if I talk about 11 Pro Max charging time, it is around like 75 to 80 minutes, or it usually takes 90 minutes too, on original cable and original Apple's adapter. Let me show you. This is original adapter of Apple. You can see the Apple logo here. This one came with the 11 Pro Max. So these are the above model phone, the 12 Pro Max, the 13 Pro Max, and the 14 Pro Max. But the newer models didn't give me any charger. It was with the USB-C cable only, gold pin cable. The original cable comes with gold pin, if you can see here. So if you have a good budget, then you must go for 14 Pro Max and you are a photographer. If you are not professional, then I would recommend you only go for 13 Pro Max. Its battery timing is really good, and the phone overall has a better look, the less charging time, and the performance is really good. Let's see what 15 Pro Max comes up with. I can say it will launch with Type-C port and the newer titanium body. Let's see what Apple does with newer iPhone. These phones are not base variants, guys. These are the maximum, the Pro Max variants of all the variants, the 11 series, 12 series, 13 series, and 14 series. So if you buy like 11 Pro, 12 Pro, 13 Pro, or 14 Pro, then obviously the performance of these phones is bit low as compared to the max models. The max models have maximum battery capacity because their battery consists of double layer, and the non-pro models don't come with like dual batteries, so their battery timing will obviously less, but the operating system and the bionic chips were the same. So this one is A15 Bionic, A14 Bionic, A13 Bionic, and A12 Bionic on the iPhone series. So I have told you almost everything about these models. So you will have to choose which one you should buy. If it depends on your budget and the usage of the phone. Obviously the storage is the issue, but Apple has solved that issue by giving you upgrade memories and the iCloud storage to buy them and use free of cost, like not free of cost but at minimum cost. So the best phone is iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I am using right now. So thumbs up for the video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys for watching. One more thing to add, this phone has always on display, which makes it so much unique, and the dynamic island itself looks so good, so good. You can see I have shared hotspot with one of my phones, and the dynamic island goes big. If I turn up hotspot off, is just small bezel. The cameras of this phone is so much amazing. The sound of this phone is way more louder than these three models, so this phone is really good. Thumbs up, and please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys for watching my video. Goodbye.